almost perfect. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, almost perfect. Reno's rotating, not immediately. Okay, where am I on this? This needs to go over. Oh, we're almost there. It's almost perfect. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's not a tooth. Alright, so a wicker flame. What's that noise? Anyways, wicker flame burn bristle. Divine shield taunt. So it's like an Anoyotron with 1 extra mana. I mean, divine shield taunt. We kind of were able to identify how good this creep was earlier. Or how good Anoyotron was earlier by playing him, right? But damage dealt to this minion also heals your hero. To this minion. Does that count the Divine Shields? I'm actually not sure on that interaction. If it counts the Divine Shield, it's pretty decent, and I assume it would because the card would suck otherwise. But it's like a Silent Knight, but better? I don't know. It's kind of hard to play this card. Yeah, you want to like... No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, dealt by this minion. Oh, I can't read. I'm a dog. Okay, we're good. But okay, so it deals damage. Okay, so that's okay. I thought it was damage it takes. I thought it was like Acolyte. It's Paladin's gonna be played the same way unless they get more early game. I mean, they did end up getting this card, which I'm gonna go over soon, which is pretty reasonable. Also, like it's a good card. Shit, I should have done that because this is hard to move. All right, we're good. So yeah, it's hard to say. If Paladin gets more early game or if there's more early game cards, it might be worth it. Especially because mid-range Paladin is really strong. It's just hard to get bored early. Think of Silvermoon Portal. That's actually a good card. Busting a King is a really good card. It just takes a little bit of early game. So if there's some early game, this card can definitely see play, but probably not. Give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. Drunk dog. I wish. Alright. MP Gorans. Welcome back 3 months. I forgot to cancel my auto renewal. Here's your $5. Feels bad. You're going to unsub. Thank you so much. Welcome back. So draw 3 1-cost minions from your deck. Yeah, what one cost minions are going to run? There's really not many good ones. It's a hand refill, I guess, for like mid-range Paladin, but even then it's not that great. It just seems bad. I don't know. In the decks it's good in, I don't know. It's hard to say. With the nerf of the recent 1-drops like Abusive Sergeant, and like there's no Leper Gnomes, you could run like the Worgen and the Pirate, I guess, which are good ones. I doubt it. If I had to associate a number with it, it'd probably be the same as its mana cost. It's really not like a terrible card, it's just Paladin's not in that spot right now. Aggro Paladin. Oh, Squire. Yeah, Squire's great. Abusive's pretty bad right now, though. Like, for Paladin, I think Abusive is bad. Yeah. It's just anti-tempo in a deck where you want a lot of tempo. Which, yeah, it doesn't really work right. Alright. 3 out of 100. Yeah. Alright, Mean Street Marshal. Death Rattle. If this minion has 2 or more attack, draw a card. I mean, the point of this is that you buff it, right? And the buff can be temporary, I assume, because, you know, whenever it dies. So you can Abusive Sergeant it, you can Direwolf it, which is pretty good, especially in an aggressive deck, right? It's a 1-drop, so it works with small-time recruits, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it seems good. It's a decent 1-drop. 1-2 stats are not that... I mean, they're okay, right? But here's the thing. You'd rather probably be running, like, Secret Keeper. Unless you're not running Secrets and you're just running a pure aggro deck, in which case you'd still probably be running Argent Squire. And I think even Worgen is better than this card, probably. So I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a 3 because that's what it seems like it is. Seems like it's a 3. Yeah, it seems like it's a 3. Seems okay. Okay. All idiots in the back. Yeah. They just want to say hi. Alright, Getaway Kodo, 1 mana. Whenever a friendly minion dies, return it to your hands. Every card's a 3. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, I mean, this is like a redemption, right? Like, it's the same type of thing. Do you see, like if redemption were released right now, we would probably be like, oh my god, that card looks so good. It's so juicy. I want it. You know, imagine like Tyrion into it. Oh my god, mine's like blown. Ragnaros comes back to life. Like, it's probably the same thing, right? It's a little. I'm not even sure that it's better. It's almost in the same vein as like Duplicate, but it is 1 mana, which is good. The thing is, there aren't many taunts to really run it with. Like, the reason why Duplicate was so good is because you had Belcher. But you don't really have that, and Paladin doesn't really need the value. So, yeah, I'll give it a 3. It's maybe a 2.5. We'll go with 2.5. That way we're not 3 and all over the place. Dog, can you make the camp bigger? There's a card on the screen. It's in the way. Oh, jeez. I wonder why. Alright, let's go down. Let's go over. What was there? Come on. Come on, lower. Oh, yeah, just like that. Okay. Dog, do they make you keep your shirt on at BlizzCon? Yes. That is the only reason why my shirt is on. Okay, so... Wait, this is a priest card? Kakukus? I thought this was a neutral. That feels bad. Crap. Alright, if your deck has no duplicates, create a custom spell. Does that work in the same regard as Reno? Check. Reno Jackson. Oh, it's a neutral. Oh, okay, it's a tri-class. Okay. If your deck contains no more than one of any card. No, it doesn't work in the same vein as Reno, so you have to run one-ofs. Okay, so it's a tri-class card. Create 3 mana. 4 mana, 3/3. Mages, priests, and warlocks. I mean, this is really good for warlock and mage, so it's not very good for priest. Let me see. Does it go right with mage and priest? I feel like this isn't the full list, but interesting. Okay. Anyways, this card, I don't know what the spells you get from it are. It seems really, really good in Reno decks, so there'll just be like the time period where Reno and this card are out, and this card will be really, really good. It'll be terrible in Priest. I don't know why it's listed under Priest, but apparently it's neutral. Why does it say it's under Priest? Look at this. Hearthbone's lying. Here, let me go to the Reddit one. It's better. Dude, this keyboard is so silent. I want it. All right. I thought it was I actually did think it was a neutral. No, it's a Cabal. No. I'm right. You guys are right. It's a tri-class card. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so it'll be good in Warlock and Mage, but terrible in Priest. Stats on it are shitty, but apparently, I assume you'll get a good card from it. Apparently there's like a ton of like iterations of what you can get. They said over 100 spells, but I'm not really sure if that's true. Seems really good. I don't know. Super fun. Definitely going to try it out. If it's competitive, it probably will be competitive because I can't see them justifying the stats within the condition for a bad card. So I expect it to be very good. Probably a 4 or a 5. Yeah, probably like a 4 or a 5. It's hard to judge because I don't know any of the spells. We'll probably drop that down to like a 3 once Reno's gone, or 2 even. So yeah, pretty good. Like 4 or 5 or 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah. All right, this card. Dog, can you punch someone behind you and run away? Can't. There's nowhere to run to. Okay, so next one. Dragon Fire Potion. Deal 5 damage to all minions except for dragons. Ho hum. It's like a light bomb, but better in a lot of ways. Especially because dragon classes, like, they have trouble with AoE, kind of, but you also want to maintain board, so like you'd never run an Excavated Evil in your dragon deck, right? You don't want to run Circle Akanai. This kind of fixes that problem. So this card's pretty good. I would rate this card a 4.5 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5, especially because Priest is getting another dragon, and it's an insane dragon. And Dragon Priest right now is like almost to that point where it's so juicy, you know? It's so good. And it's going to change once BRM rotates out. I'm not sure when BRM will rotate out, but Priest is getting this card, and this card is ridiculous. So Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck. So it's like a thought steal, but you got to pick what you want instead of getting, like, you know, in the Control Warrior matchup, or Control Warrior versus Priest, you're just like, shit, I got Acolyte. Like, what am I gonna do with that? This card you got to pick, and you get information on their deck, and it's just really, really good, really, really, really strong. The stats on it are insane. The condition isn't that hard to meet. So good. It's better than a Zerdrake for a lot of reasons, especially because, I mean, you get 3 choices. So instead of getting a random card from your deck, you get to pick one from their deck, which is probably on average better than a random card from your deck because you get to pick from 3 options. So this card is a 5 for sure. This card is a 5 or a 4.5. It just depends how. I mean, it's probably good enough. Good game, Priest. Unbeatable, yeah. So yeah, and this is this is a dragon also. Like, that's what's insane about it. So it's not only, like, it can activate itself, right? Like, a lot of cards, like Netherspite Historian, for instance, it's not even a dragon. So it's hard to activate when you have, like, 2 Netherspite Historians in your deck. This card is a dragon in and of itself, which is, like, crazy, crazy. Dog, can you ask someone walking by to rate this card? No. I don't talk to people. They scare me. Okay. So yeah, pretty insane. Good cards. Those 2. 5 and a 4.5. Priest needed them. Hopefully they're not too strong. I mean, this kills Concealed Auctioneer, which is a nightmare for me. So, alright. Feels bad, man. Yeah. No, I talk to people. Don't worry. I have a question. Can you tell Dog to take off his shirt? Yeah. Okay. So this card, a pint-sized potion. I feel like I pronounce things weird whenever I say it, like in a caster voice, but interesting. Pint-sized potion. Give all enemy minions -3 this turn only. So this card's also insane. It's like a better Shrinkmeister, because most of the time with Shrinkmeister you don't even want the body, and it does it to all the minions. So imagine this card in Shadow Word Horror, like, it destroys everything. I mean, it doesn't destroy Fire Elemental, I guess, but it destroys anything with 5 attack. There's so many things with 5 attack. Oh, wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong card. Oh, no. Awkward. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll skip. We'll come back to that one. Don't worry. We'll come back to that one. The production quality's dropping by the minute. All right. So pint-sized potion. Insane card. -3 to attack to all enemies this turn. I think it's just too strong. For trading, it's really, really good also. Like, all your minions will take almost no damage. Shadow Word Horror becomes insane. They also got like another like Shadow Madness type card, which is also insane. Shadow Madness itself becomes really good. You can like steal Sylvanas. It just this card's good. This is a 5 out of 5. Although I do think this will not belong in Dragon Priest. There'll be two archetypes of Priest. One will be the Injured Blade Master, maybe something like that. You know, Injured Blade Master, clear the board, run in tombs, super like control-y, just destroy minions. The other version will be the Dragon version, which will also be very, very strong. But yeah, this is like crazy cool. This plus Confuse. Yeah, but you're not going to run Confuse, right? Like, Shadow Word Horror is the card to run with this, so. The thing is, with a deck like that, you need a lot of cycle to get the synergy, so. Prepare for the Resident Sleeper meta. Alright, so let's go to the one that I missed. I actually have not seen this one. It's a Cabal. So yeah, Priest will be pretty good. I'm actually really excited for the non-Dragon builds. Dragon build of Priest is usually pretty boring. But the non-Dragon build will actually be a lot of fun, especially because like you have Pint-Sized Potion now, you have the new card Potion of Madness, which I'll get to. There's like a new like Injured Blade Master type card. There's so much for it. All right, so this card, Cabal Courier, discover a Mage, Priest, or Warlock card. Yeah, it seems terrible, like absolute garbage. What Warlock card would you want? Jaraxxus? Like, you don't have taunt. There's nothing like you really want from any of this, so pretty bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. I'll rate this as like a 1.5 out of 5. It's so bad. Oh, they want that garbage. Okie dokie. Cabal Talon Priests. Oh, this reminds me of that one place in WoW with like all those like ugly ass birds and. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I thought they were called Arakoas. I don't know. But yeah. Dog, it's not going to be fun playing against Priest at all, I know. That's why you play Rogue. Mally Rogue. Crush him. But, alright, Cabal Talon Priest. It's kind of like Darkshire Cultist. The thing is, you're not really going to have board early. There's still no good cards for early game, right? It's still good, but... I don't know. The stats on it are good, so it's probably going to be played. Like, I think this probably belongs in like Dragon Priest or something. There's just not many good one drops. Although they are releasing a good one drop. I mean, obviously you just want to curve out, right? If this doesn't buff anything, it's just a vanilla 3/4, which is good. It's good. But where's that card? This one. This one might see play in Priest, but I doubt it. I don't know. It just depends. Like I think it'll see play in Dragon Priest, like maybe as a 1-of or something. It's still a good card. I mean, realistically, I just don't think it'll see play, but I still think it's still a good. I don't know. This one might see play in Priest, but I doubt it. I don't know. It just depends. Like I think it'll see play in Dragon Priest, like maybe as a 1-of or something. It's still a good card. I mean, realistically, I just don't think it'll see play, but I still think it's a good card. So maybe later it'll see play. For the meta that I'm expecting, I would rate this card like a 3.5. But for later on, I expect this to be like a 4 or 4.5. So it just depends what gets released. But I would rate this card like a 3.5 for the upcoming meta. But yeah, as I said, 4 or 4.5. Dog, no more Freeze Mage to crush Priest. Why not? Oh, I don't know why not. Like, I think this is a 1-of. That's why I'm rating it at 3.5. It seems weird, but yeah. It could be as high as a 4.5 whenever, even 5, like, I don't know. It just depends what early games release the next expansion or the next adventure. Alright. Okay, so next one. Is a Spider Tank with an upside? Yeah, but did Priest play Spider Tank? No. Did Priest even play Dark Cultist when Deathlord was around? They played it as like a 1-of. So it's good, as I said, but not like amazing. Makes me sad because Temple Enforcer had the same thing. Okay, right. Anyways, this card, Potion of Madness. Gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack until the end of the turn. I don't know. I want to say it's good, but there's no creepers, right? Like, there's nothing you can steal and then get initiative with. It's really, really good against aggro because Knife Juggler got nerfed, so everyone's still running Knife Juggler, and you can trade it into, like, you know, and like Imp Gang Boss, for instance, is even okay to like trade with this in. So basically, this is just a nerf to Zoo. I really don't see any other applications to this aside from, like, you know, pint-sized potioning things and then using this. It's just so good at anti-aggro. It's good for Kindly Grandmother, I guess, as well. That's a card. So it's basically just saying, like, fuck you to those decks, right? Like, that's my impression of it. I think it might be a one-of. I mean, in Dragon Priest, you might not even play this. As I said, maybe it's just a one-of. In the other Priests, you'll probably play 2 of them. But you also need Cycle because you need to draw into your pint-sized combo with Potion of Madness. I don't know. It'll probably replace Pain in regular Priest. Huckster, yeah, but no one plays Huckster, right? You can't like say cards that people don't play. Acolyted Pain is a good one, but you have to kill off the Acolyted Pain, otherwise they still get the card draw. I mean, you know, you basically trading a card draw for minus health on their Acolyte, which isn't even that great most of the time. So yeah, good against freezing. That's true. I mean, as I said, it's like a huge fuck you to Zoo and Hunter. That's the impression I get of it. It's not going to be good against Druid. It's not even going to be that good against Shaman. Like, what are you going to do, steal a Flame Tongue? It doesn't really make that much sense. Yeah, so just to those decks, I think. Is that it? Paladin? No. I mean, and as I said, it works with pint-sized potion, which might be good, but yeah. Flame Waker? Yeah. Potion, which might be good, but yeah. Flamewaker. Yeah, but then you have to trade off the Flamewaker, and is there really that many like Tempo Mage cards that you can trade it into? I don't know. As I said, it doesn't seem that great. I'll rate it as like a 4. It's still good, but I'm just trying to like argue against it, I guess. If you purify it, you don't keep the card. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, we're going through this pretty fast, I think. Oh, yeah, we are. Dude, we've been crushing it. Holy shit. Okay. It'd be better if Shadow Madness didn't exist. It's like a much better Shadow Madness, but Shadow Madness... I mean, it's just okay in comparison to the other Priest cards that they got, right? Like, that's why I said it's just okay. If, like, Rogue got this card, I'd be like, oh my god, it's so insane, because the rest of the Rogue cards suck or whatever. As I said, in comparison to the other cards, it's bad. 4 is still good, though. Yeah. So that makes sense. Let's keep going. Do that one in a bit. So Lotus Assassin, stealth. Whenever this minion kills an enemy, gains stealth. It's cool. I like it. I really like the mechanic. Will see play? I don't know. Can you trade into it? Does anyone know? Like, if it's unstealth, let's say I play it, I attack face, and then a guy has like a 3/2 imp on board. He trades into it. Does it gain stealth after that? Does anyone like? Because that's kind of cool. I mean, it's like a tiger, but with an upside. Good arena card. No, I mean it's technically killing a minion, right? Yeah, I'm getting some yeses, I'm getting some nos. It kills it. Yes, yes, maybe, yes. Maybe. It would have to. I think so. Okay. Divider Boy, thank you for subscribing. I think it does. If it does, it's really not that bad of a card. People have to trade up into it very, very high. could almost be like a one of dog. You just kill with the spell. Yeah, I understand you kill it with the spell, but if you have to trade minions into it, like Zoo has a hard time doing that if they don't have PO or Soulfire, and that's sometimes happens, you know. When it kills face, does it gain stealth? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Tempo Rogue doesn't exist right now, but this would be a card that would help it for sure. So I think it's a good card. 3.5, 4, something like that. Probably 3.5 in the meta. But it'll be a 4 later once better rogue cards are revealed. Or, you know, next expansion. Hopefully better rogue cards are revealed. Otherwise, we'll all be very sad. But they always have PO or Soulfire? Nah, because you'll coin into Pillager, then they'll Soulfire that, then you coin into Lotus Assassin. And then you can just pick off their minions. It's sick. But yeah. Okay, 3.5. Probably won't see play, though. Like, almost definitely won't see play, but 3.5. Okay. Dog, if it killed your hero Jiraxis with against stealth, the game would be over, right? Like, irrelevant. So many coins. So, this card is just a worse innervate, right? But you play Rogue differently because you have so many low-cost spells. It's like really hard to evaluate this card, in my opinion, because I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking all the times I have a dead Rogue hand, and how this would just amplify it, right? It's like, oh no, I do prep, backstab, eviscerate. Like, what am I gonna do? Or I have conceal in hand, double conceal. I have double cold blood in hand, and then you're just, you know, you got 2 more of these cards, and you're just like, oh shit, this is even worse. This isn't a spell. It has to be a spell. Yeah, it's a spell. Prep concede. Yeah, the dream, the good old days. It's hard. It's hard to see. I mean, this card could be insane. I don't know. It might be a 1 of. It might be a 2 of. It might be a none of. It's hard for me to determine if the meta does slow down because Priest is dominating everything, right? This could very well see play. You just mulligan really aggressively for Auctioneer. Suddenly you have Pillager. You have this. You have just like cycling like crazy. It feels so good, man. Yeah, I don't know. You probably have to run double Shiv, double Shiv. The thing is, like, I think Malagos Druid or Malagos Rogue might be better than the other one. And then you wouldn't want to run this card because Malagos is slower. It's hard to say. I don't think this will see play in Malagos Druid, but I think it'll see, or not Malagos Druid, Malagos Rogue. But I think it'll see play in the more standard Miracle with Cold Bloods because that deck you want to cycle a little quicker, right? You want to just go Tomb Pillager, get a coin, and then use the counterfeit coin and go coin Auctioneer, coin Conceal, and then you're set. You win. Puts a little more risky. So yeah, probably see play in that variant. Feels good, man. No love for Paladins. All right. Are there really no cards for Shaman and Warlock revealed? I guess not. All right. I know a guy. Coin, Edwin, turn 1 is a dream. Yeah, I guess. But that's pretty inconsistent also. Dog Miracle will be dead because of new Priest AoE. I mean, Miracle wasn't dead whenever Light Bomb was around, right? Miracle kind of was dead, I guess, right? Because they ran oil. I don't know. It's hard to say. No more Tomb Pillager. I mean, yeah, when it cycles, so that's 4 months from now. But at that point, I think Rogue might kind of shift away. We'll see from the Miracle variant. Oh, you're handsome in HD. Thanks. Oh, thank you. It's very nice. Okay. So this guy, I know a guy. He has like a giant sniper rifle, which I thought they used swords. I guess they have guns in WoW, right? Like they have those like rifles. This guy looks like he has like a AK or a sniper. I mean, that's not an AK. It's just like a sniper, but whatever. Taunt minion. Discover a taunt minion. I mean, you can run like Bolster Warrior, right? You can run Arcane Giants in a deck like this, but is it going to be any good? Probably not. You're getting to a point where you have enough Warrior spells to where you might be able to just cycle a ton, right? Like you already have the Wild Pyromancer combo, so this kind of works in that same vein. And then you can run Arcane Giants, and it works pretty well. You might even get to a point where you can run Auctioneer, right? You have Bloodtaker, you have Whirlwind, you have I Know a Guy, you have Execute kind of sucks dick now, but you have Shield Slam. You have so many one costing spells to eventually you might hit like a point where you can play Arcane Giants or you can run I don't know, some cards like that. Auctioneer. Probably not good though. I mean, this card's pretty bad. This card's really bad. We'll give it a 2. We'll give it a 2. Maybe 2.5. Yeah. Tell me more. Miracle Warrior. Yeah, I mean, Miracle Warrior sounds badass, right? Like, I want that. Except there's no charge. Like, charge costs 1 mana now, right? There's even that. So you could go like Super Ham. You could go like Arcane Giant, Super Cycle. You can even run Auctioneer and Emperor and stuff like that. I don't know. It seems cool. I might try something like that, but it's definitely not going to work. It's going to be one of my failed ideas. Yeah. Good in Arena. Who cares about Arena? Oh my god. This is not the Crypt stream. Alright, we're getting there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Bog, remember the beta deck with Charge, Auctioneer, and OTK? Yeah. That was the Molten Giant one. That was OP. With the Brewmasters, that was sick. Sick, but OP. Dog, who cares about Blizzard or Arena, not Blizzard? Yeah. Okay, so this is Finja, the Flying Star. Pretty cool. The art on it is flawless. The pink background really adds to it. You can tell it's a very serious game. I'm glad I'm investing, 30 hours a week in this. Makes me feel good that they make a card so satisfactory. Stealth, whenever this minion attacks and kills a minion, summon 2 Murlocs from your deck. Yeah, I mean, the only class I could ever see this being played in is Paladin, right? It's pretty good with Paladin. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It can get out your Murlocs earlier. It'll screw up your Anyfin, but do you even need your Anyfin to OTK anymore? It doesn't really work that well. And in the matchups you need it to OTK, you just don't play this guy because you don't need it, right? So I actually think this card's okay in Murloc Paladin. It seems reasonable, and reasonable is good. Play this on 5, kill something by some miracle. I don't know. Maybe you True Silver something first, and then you attack in with this guy, and then it'll kill it. Summon 2 Murlocs. Maybe you get like a War Leader or like 2 shitty Chargers. It doesn't matter because it cycles your deck, which is actually pretty good. Especially because most of the decks, like for instance, if you're playing against Shaman, right? You don't care if you OTK them. You just want to get minions out. So it's actually good for Anyfin in certain matchups. And in matchups where it's bad, like OTK, you need to kill Warrior or something. You just don't play it, and that's fine. That's okay. So I think this card's good. I rate it like a 3.53. I'm going to play it because, memes and fun and stuff, and it's cute, so. Isn't Anyfin leaving? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe, I mean, if it does, it'll be like 4 months or whatever, whenever the next expansion's out. Feels good, man. I mean, really though, it's not that bad. I think people are underestimating how this card will interact. Like, it's only good in Secret Paladin. I mean, not Secret Paladin, Murloc Paladin, but it actually cycles your deck incredibly quickly. You don't have many 5-drops to begin with. And most of the time, you're just waiting around to Pyro quality anyways, and they're like having trouble committing. This is such a good card for that. Why does it ruin your anyfin? It summons them, not a copy. It'll summon. Well, the thing is, it'll mess up the OTK, right? Like, so if you're wanting to OTK a priest, then it's bad. But yeah, I actually think this card's pretty good. I might even rate it like a 4. Well, I doubt it'll be that high, but I think it's actually pretty good. Pretty cool. It's not guaranteed to draw anything though, but if you're running 4 Murlocs, like the odds you draw this before your Murlocs is pretty high, and it's also okay against aggro, right? Like against aggro, it's stealth, so they're not going to have removal for it. No aggro decks running like Deadly Shot or Shadow Flame or something that can just kill it straight up. And then if you kill, and you know most of their minions are pretty shit health anyway, so you like play this, trade in, and then suddenly you have 5 stats, or 5 mana worth of stats, which is pretty good. Murloc Knight, I don't think it's worth it with Murloc Knight, but I mean you could, I guess. The value from anything doesn't just come from getting the OTK combo, right? Like you can build it like that, but you can also build it with just regular Murlocs, and it works okay. Yeah, it's my rant. Next card. Dog move on the card is meh. God, that card's amazing. Don't even. All right, so Hex Synergy with Shaman. That's true, but I can't. Neptulon's out, and there's really no cards that really work with it. Anyways, Pirate Dude. Patches the Pirate. This card is also very serious. Charge after you play a pirate, summon this minion from your deck. It's pretty good. Makes Dragon Warrior really good. I mean, not Dragon Warrior, Aggro Warrior pretty good. Something to consider is you could actually thin your deck as Rogue, which I mean sounds stupid, but you could like run the 1-drop Pirate, the 2/1. So you run 2 of those, and then it's actually good in Rogue because it gets charge all the time. And then you thin your deck, so you only have 29 cards in your deck pretty much, unless you get it really early. But yeah, I mean, just Pirate Warrior sounds good. I rate this card like a 4, 4.5. 4.5 probably. Really good for what it does. Hello, Pirate, yeah. And it does have Pirate Synergy in and of itself, which is really strong. Swashbuckler, yeah, it would run Swashbuckler instead, right? Like, it's okay. You can make your deck have 29 cards, which is good. Yeah, so pretty good. 4.5. I'd go with that. Maybe 4. It won't see play in every deck, right? It's hard to just associate numbers with cards because it won't see play in every deck, but in the cards it does, or in the decks it does see play in, it's really good. So, anyways. This card practically guaranteed the 3/4. Yeah, exactly. Wind up Burglebot. Whenever this attacks a minion and survives, draw a card. 6 mana, 5/5. It's a mech, which is kind of interesting. And by interesting, I mean it doesn't really do anything because all the mechs are out. So it's shitty. Yeah, this card's bad. Pretty bad card. I voted for Pavel. Oh my god. Yeah, it just takes too much mana. 6 mana, 5/5 is terrible. Who cares if you draw the card? I mean, you might as well run a Zerdrake. You get 2 less stats, 1 less mana cost. You get a spell power, which is pretty good. And you automatically get the card. So, yeah. Pretty bad. Epic card. More like epic fail. Alright, I'll just go home. Alright, Fell Orc Soulfiend. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have donations on, by the way. Just don't, so I guess I can check. So Fell Orc Soulfiends. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to this minion. So it's a 3 mana 3/5, right? Oh, at the start of your turn. So every turn it'll do 2 damage, or do 2 damage to it, right? Alright, Forsen, hey dog, I'm staying at room 911. I've got a bag of nose candy and some Astroglide with your name on it. Jesus Christ. Interesting. Okay, so, yeah, it's a 3 mana 3/5, but probably a 3 mana 3/2, maybe? Yeah, because at the start of your turn. Oh, start of your turn. So it starts out as a 3/7. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Most of the time, minis don't even stick around that long. So, I mean, I guess it starts your next turn as a 3/5 when you get to attack, which is still pretty good. I might see play in Priest. I can't really see it in any other scenario, though. You can't really silence it unless you're Priest, right? Like, the only cheap silence is Priest, because they have Silence and Purify. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. I'll give it like a 3.5 or 4. I expected it to be a little better. I didn't even really read this card all the way. I thought it was like Injured Blade Master, but it's probably worse. Maybe better. Oh, we'll give it like a 3.5 or 4. Yeah. Sounds right. Purify meta. Yeah, with all those juicy dragon cards. Good luck with that. Alright, let's scroll down. God, this production value is just off the chart. Who is this new dog? Who's this dog and what have you done with him? Okay, so we have the big time Racketeer. So it's similar to Boulder Fist, but this card has a synergy with Shadow Step. It has synergy with Bran. It has synergy with Shadowcaster, Bran, things like that, and it becomes like pretty reasonable. You automatically get like a Boulder Fist ogre in it, which is good. Whenever I see cards like this, I kind of just imagine nerfs to like Moonglade Portal, right? Like, imagine Moonglading this. That would suck. So whenever they add cards like this, I imagine nerfs to those types of cards. Same with like Finch is a 5 mana card, so nerf the Firelands Portal, which is probably needed. I think they need more shitty 5 mana cards. But yeah, it could work. Maybe you can make some crazy like rogue deck with this card and like Shadowcaster and the 1/1 Death Rattle. I don't know. It's probably too bad to run. Barnes, this is bad with. It doesn't really work. So yeah, there's not too many like synergies with it. We'll call it like a 3. We'll call it like a 3. Once you play. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Rios. That name, man. Why do you have a random I in it? Rios. Riosk. I'm just gonna say Rios. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Pack Gang Club, Pound Town. Like, try to pronounce that name. Rioisk. Riosk. We're just gonna go with that. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. All right. So yeah, this card, meh. 3. All right, let's keep going. Almost there. Oh, God, such quality. Perfect. All lined up. Oh yeah, I was gonna check on who won that game because I'm actually kind of invested. All right, second rate bruiser. Taunt costs 2 less for if your opponent has 3 minions or less. Hi sub, welcome back. 12 months. Dog, when will you be back home so you can show us those biceps of yours? I'll be home on Tuesday. So then, dog, hang out with Reckful. He's sad. I'll hit him up. Don't worry. Okay. So we are on second rate bruiser. I think this is a first rate bruiser. Yes. I hate myself. Okay. So, probably pretty good. I mean, it's good against Shaman. Played on turn 3 against them because they have so many shitty minions. It's good against Zoo. As I said, this expansion just feels like a giant like fuck you to Zoo. Zoo hasn't gotten any good cards. Yeah. It seems good enough. If you want to take an anti-aggro cards to your deck, especially like this wouldn't help against Hunter too much. I mean, it does have the taunt, so you're already having like an extra taunt in your deck, which does help against Hunter. It's more for countering like maybe a Shaman, maybe like a Zoo type deck. But like, what type of deck would you play it in? Most decks have like very themey things to it, and most of the class cards are good enough to where you don't have to run this card. I would rate this card like a 3.5. It's probably good enough to run in Reno decks. Probably. I don't really think it's good enough to run anywhere else. Probably a 3.5. Yeah. Dog, did they announce card changes for the new standard? They did not. I'm not sure if they will announce them. Is there ever a reason to play this over MC Tech? The fact that MC Tech steals if they have 4 minions. This is only 3, which is a lot more likely. Yeah. MC Tech's pretty, like, risky. Alright, Kooky Chemist, 4 mana card. Battlecry swap the. So it's just a Crazed Alchemist 2.0. Stats on it are acceptable. They're good. But on par with Crazed Alchemist, I would say. There's not much to say about this card. It's just a Crazed Alchemist, but most of the time when you play tech cards like Crazed Alchemist, you want them to be lower costing as opposed to higher costing, and there's no reason to run more than 2 Crazed Alchemists, or in this case, you wouldn't want more than 2 Crazed Alchemists in your deck. So, yeah, I would say this card's like, pretty bad. Oh, we'll give it a 3. We'll give it a 3, right? That sounds good. Dog, what was wrong with the bad to garbage scale from last time? People couldn't handle it, They just couldn't. It's too good. Some people called it too accurate. They called it amazing to good accurate. That's pretty good. All right. Friendly Bartender. 2 mana at the end of this turn. Restore 1 health to your hero. At the end of your turn, I'm sorry. So it's okay. You never really want a vanilla 2/3 though, and there's no decks that really run vanilla 2/3s like this. Like, you're not going to play it in Druid, you're not going to play it in Shaman. What are all the classes anyways? Druid, Shaman. You're not going to play Druid, Shaman, or Warrior. With effects like this, you want them stickier, so you want something like, what is it called? Tournament Medic, for instance, for Warrior, right? Like, you want something sticky that'll stick around for a long time. It's not that bad of a card because the stat line's okay, but just because everyone's saying I'm going to give it a 3, I'll give it a 3. No, it's probably a 2.5. Pretty bad. Just bad statted. Profit Balance Synergy. Whoa, it goes up to 2. I mean, it doesn't even work with Bran, right? Like, it's not a battle cry. But, I mean, the effect of it lasting so long does help. Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? I haven't seen you. Oh, it's okay. Okay, yeah. Alright. And then the next one, Misters of Mixtures. Death Rattle. Restore 4 health to both heroes, or players. So, this is the anti-aggro card you want, right? It's like a Zombie Chow, but better because it heals you. So if you want to like run it in a Druid deck, I mean, it's worse because it's statted more poorly, and it doesn't trade as well. But it's still pretty good, right? Like, healing yourself, it's a neutral heal for 4. That's pretty good. Zombie Chow 2.0. I think Zombie Chow was a 2.0. This is the 1.0. I don't know. I'd rate it probably like a 3.5 or a 4. It's good. You can run it in Priest and with Akanai, and it works somewhat well, reasonably well. But that's about it. Like maybe Ranchered, like I ran it in Ranchered and it worked out pretty well. Dog's rating system 2.5 to 3, 2.5 garbage, 3.5 equals amazing. Oh my god. But yeah, I think that's about it. We covered all the cards, which is pretty sick. I guess we can play some games while we wait a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's play some games. So, let's do... Let me load up the game, that way I don't show any personal information. Because that would be bad. Dog, is this a 1 to 5 scale, or does everything suck? Ah, we got some good cards in there. Don't worry. Let's hope this works. There we go. So I was trying to get Legend the other day, and it didn't work that well. It was kind of bad. Don't shrink Cam. Oh, you're going to be very disappointed. Alright. Let me log on to Battle.net. Just give me a little bit, guys. This internet's slow, though. But the cards I'm most excited for, let's see. Let me go through them really fast. Really excited for this card, Ranchered. Couldn't have forgotten. That card's sick. It's insane. It just like gives Ranchered a whole other tool, and I mean you don't really need to run Barnes and Ranchered anyway, so it doesn't really negate it. So it's pretty good. 0 mana 7/7 seems pretty OP. Alright, and what else am I excited for? This card's insane. This card's a 5 for sure. Beyond 5. Oh, rip. Alright, we'll just go over cards more, because I actually can't play Hearthstone, because I realized something. But still, this is good. Christopher's Dinosaurs, welcome back 10 months. Hey, how's it going? Cheers. So sweet. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay. I like that. It's good. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, Market Lotus, something I'm really excited for. Should be really good. Garbage. This card's really good in Reno Mage. Let's show this one more time. And Tenderloin, welcome back 11 months. Alright, so yeah, this card will be insane in Reno Mage. Sorry, I'm trying to like log into Hearthstone. It's hard for me though, because I don't have the right phone for my account. What else is really insane? This card I'm super excited for. It's probably the one I'm most excited about, just because it's very funny. Kind of a joke card, but Ranger Mike, thank you for subscribing. Can you move yourself closer to the cam so it takes up more of my screen? Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, this card seems insane. Super cool. This card's really good. I'm just recapping all of the really good cards. This card's insane as well. Super strong. Oh, that was